Hello everybody, I'm here today with a completely unscripted video, and I'm going to be talking about something that isn't an absolute comic gasp shock horror. Yeah, I know, terrifying. So what I have in front of me today is Bootleg Batman Adventures, number 2, Black, White and Dead. I did a video about this first issue of the Bootleg Batman Adventures a while ago, and the second issue has literally come out within the last couple of weeks, and now I have my hands on a copy. It's great. It's by a guy named Nick Justus, who was a graduate of the Cubit School, and as you can see, he is more than capable of imitating the DC animated universe art style, particularly Batman the Animated Series. I mean, I'll put a link to the video in the top right corner, but the first issue was very much kind of a scatological humour book. A lot of the punchlines involve poop jokes, basically. Whereas this one is a bit more grim, as you might be able to tell from the cover. You can see there's a sword going through Batman and Talia with blood dripping off of it. Obviously, the title itself alludes to the fact that there are deaths. So let's just go straight to it. So the one thing to say about this as well is that it is not in full colour, it's in grayscale. But you can see that it starts out with Batman being killed and Talia weeping for him. He has been stabbed by Ra's al Ghul, and Talia's going to drag him into the Lazarus Pit. Now, I'm not really going to run through this like page by page and talk about what happens in the story, because, you know, I'd actually quite like you guys to buy this for yourselves if you were interested in it and to enjoy it. But one of the things I find quite interesting is recognizing the source material. So for instance, that's the Joker's laugh from the Mask of the Phantasm ending. Obviously that's from Bane and Deep Freeze. And you can see a couple of similar drawings, or recognizable drawings I should say. So I don't know why, but I feel like that's a reference to the Batman Adventures Annual number 2 with Etrigan the Demon in it. But yes, it's a very I mean, you can see right here, Ra's al Ghul gets his head lopped off. The kind of content you see in this is not what you would traditionally see in an animated series. So I know some people will look at this and gasp in horror, going, "Oh, it's so edgy." But yeah, that's the point. It's a bootleg. And by the way, speaking of references, that I love that drawing of Scarecrow there. That is from the episode Lockup, where he's begging Batman not to take him back to Arkham, where he would be tortured by Lyle Bolton. Lockup. And I wanted to say as well that pretty much all of the original art for this book is for sale on Nick's Big Cartel store. I haven't bought any of the art from this issue, but you might remember if you watched my first video, I said I wanted to get the Clayface page, and dun dun dun. Yes, Nick very kindly sold me his original art from his original bootleg Batman Adventures number 1. The story, Shit-Faced. So yeah, this is a treasured piece in my collection now. But, where was I? So we were at the page where Bane was looking sad, which was there. So that's about halfway through. You can see it's a fairly lengthy comic, and it's got a good production quality to it as well. It feels like this is a card cover. You can tell, I guess, because it's so glossy. The pages have got a nice weight to them as well. I think this page has sold on Nick's website. I think I saw that this one had sold, which funnily enough was the one I was thinking about buying, but alas, it was gone. But yes, you can see here again, it's more violent. You can see Joker gets a batarang to the head, and when Bane breaks Batman's back, his guts explode out of his stomach. But don't worry, everybody that's getting upset that the DCAU Batman was murdered. It was a nightmare of Ra's al Ghul's. He's just had a nightmare. A horrible nightmare as he's working with Bane and Scarecrow, and Batman's about to get him. There's also a couple of pin-ups in here. So this was an illustration by Scotty Young that Nick inked. There are some of his commission covers Nick seems to have quite a thriving little business doing commission covers, lots of DCAU homages. That's an homage to the first appearance of Mr. Freeze. I want to say Batman 121 from the 1950s. Sorry, I should say Mr. Zero, as he was called back then. And then we've also got a couple more of his covers. That's on a t-shirt. This image is on a t-shirt that you can get on Amazon. I've seen Dan Reba wearing it as well. And yep, a pin-up picture of Poison Ivy from a reprint of her first appearance. That is an homage to Neil Adams' Batman from the end of the Joker's 5-Way Revenge. This picture always ends up in the marketing material of Batman content. You'll just see it all over the place. Homage all the time. And finally, a Bruce Timm illustration of Batman that Nick has inked as well. And the last thing I want to show you is the back page. So prepare yourself. It is the Nightfall reference right there with it's been coloured in, so it's pretty gross. But yeah, I mean that's basically it. This is just a very quick look at this comic. It's available now from Nick's Big Cartel store. I believe the price is $10 because he only prints a small number of these, like a couple of dozen. So obviously there's not really an economy of scale there in the printing costs, so he has to charge what you might consider a high amount. But this is a rarity, and it's also supporting an independent artist. I actually ordered 2 copies of this to justify the postage from the US to the UK. And Nick has said that he's going to get to work on issue 3. I believe he said in the new year, so in early 2026. So hopefully there will be a 3rd issue, maybe this time next year. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like more unscripted content like this, let me know, because it's much quicker and easier to make than a video about a specific comic. I did see somebody saying they wanted to see a video of my collection, but let me tell you, you don't want a lengthy video of me rummaging through about 40 comic boxes. I don't know how long that would be. Probably, I don't know, probably a good 20 hours. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And actually, to be frank, it would be a pain to go to all the different places where my collection is stored to bring it all together. But you know, I've got a couple of other rarities and odd things that I think might be interesting to share. So let me know if you've enjoyed this, and if this video does well, I'll continue to make stuff like this. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye.